Upcycling and festival clothes are the ultimate match if you ask me. Upcycling will allow you to express your personal style by transforming pre-loved garments into eye-catching festival wear whilst also minimizing the environmental impact. I think this is especially important as we might not wear our festival clothes as often as we wear the rest of our wardrobes. Hi, my name is Matilda and welcome back to Miss Matti. In today's video, I'm gonna share with you some really fun upcycling ideas for festivals and raves. So for the past couple of months, I've been saving up these ideas and I'm really excited to share them all with you today. And if you do want some tips on how to build your ultimate festival wardrobe, I do have a video all about that, which I will link to in the description box down below. So first, let's dive into some bandana upcycle ideas. Bandanas are festival staples. They're good to protect you from the sun and dust. So the first thing I'm checking out are these bandana pants from Chenille, which I think is a festival brand, and I will link to them in the description box down below. So these pants are made of several bandanas stitched together, some pink bandanas and some purple bandanas. I think this would be a really fun upcycling project if you have a lot of bandanas left over from previous festivals, or if you happen to come across a lot of them in the thrift store or at home. So then we have one artist I really like, DPR Alive, who is wearing here distressed bandanas that are stitched onto denim. And I think this would be a really fun idea if you have some bandanas that you love, but they're not in the best condition and you want to make some really fun festival clothes. So one thing I have seen a lot, looking around at a lot of different festival brands, are bikini tops that are decorated with like beads, little pieces of jewelry, charms, and other fun little trinkets added to them. And that gave me the idea that maybe if you have an old bikini top, you can upcycle that one by adding beads, maybe even some broken jewelry, small toys, etc. onto an old bikini top. One really fun upcycle I saw last year from the Instagram account Base Lollipop, and one of the girls behind this account had for Coachella last year stitched on little stuffies onto a bikini top. I think it turned out so fun, so cute. And if this is your vibe, I think you should steal this idea. Nothing Wasted is a brand that makes clothes out of waste. And I think a lot of the pieces that they make are perfect for festivals. These pieces here, they really remind me of like late 90s, early 2000s club wear. And I used to love that type of stuff. I have been into festival and rave fashion for many years, long before I ever attended my first festival or rave. And at the time when I got into that type of clothing, these type of tops with like overlocked visible seams were really popular. I think they're great for upcycling, but also for scrap busting. And I especially love this one in different green shades. I think you can create quite a diverse look depending on what type of materials and colors you mix together. So last year I found this girl Katie. Her name on Instagram is CA8TY, and she makes some really funky and fun upcycled things. A lot of it is applique, and a lot of her designs have a little bit of a quirky sort of scrappy vibe to them. And this piece here is a vest where she has two bags with a goldfish in it. I do not know where she gets her ideas. She has so many random and fun ideas. Another one here is a tie filled with fruit. So basically she has used the netting that a lot of fruit come in and then sort of tied it like a tie. This is definitely a perfect thing for a festival. Carry some fruit around your neck and then you have your snack ready. I love this. It feels like every time I go to a festival, it rains. I do not think I'm the only one who has this festival experience. So why not make a raincoat out of an old twister mat? I would never have got this idea until I saw her wearing her twister mat. Or it's a raincoat now. As I said earlier, I do not know where this girl is getting her ideas from. They're so wacky and fun. And now I want also to have a raincoat out of our twister mat. And then she made this chessboard, which I think you can play with. So one thing that I really love with going to festivals is like all the fun interactions you have with other people. So imagine if you went to a festival wearing a wearable and playable chessboard. I think making something that people can interact with is a really fun festival idea. So one brand that I really like and I've been following for a couple of years is called Muxin. I have never bought anything from them. They're quite expensive, but I do find that Muxin is a really good source of inspiration for upcycling ideas. A lot of Muxin's clothes have a deconstructed look to them. And here we have this watercolor dyed t-shirt with, I do not know if it's embroidery or if it's crochet. I think this piece would be so fun to wear at a festival. And I do think dyeing your clothes is a really easy and fun way to create your own festival clothes. And if you're curious to try out watercolor dyeing, I do know that Blueprint DIY has a tutorial on how to do it. And I will link to that tutorial in the description box down below. Speaking of Angelina from Blueprint DIY, I do think this Adidas and jeans backpack also would make a really fun upcycling festival project. So the next idea is to update an old sweatshirt together with some fun applique to cover up a hole or a stain. I did find this brand called Effective Garments, which are making a lot of really fun designs out of sort of old sweatshirts. This one here, for example, has like holes, or is it applique? I'm not fully sure which one it is. Either way, they have combined two sweatshirts together, most likely to cover up holes and stains and so on, I would guess. And this Adidas hoodie here that has like applique on it that looks like splashes and spots. If you have like a pesky stain or a hole on one of your favorite old sweatshirts, I think this might be the solution for you. And then I really like this black Nike hoodie. It looks like they have like created a swirl of this fabric around it. It just creates a very, very interesting look. This is probably my personal favorite of their pieces that I've seen from them. This is something I can actually see myself wearing, whereas the styles I just showed you are not necessarily my taste, but I do think they're really fun ideas for other people. And I remember that I saw a long time ago a tutorial actually as well from Blueprint DIY where she combined two sweatshirts together. I will link to that video as well in the description box. And you can also combine two t-shirts. So this is Lucinda Joya, I think her name is, and she made two dresses out of one Stussy tee. I think this is definitely for the right festival goer, the perfect festival dress. Imagine, for example, if you use like an old band t-shirt and sort of made a dress out of that. Or is it too naughty to cut? into your band t-shirts. They're pretty precious, right? I'm not sure if I would dare. The following 2 garments that I'm gonna show you are not upcycled, but they could be. And even if they're not upcycled, I think they're perfect to wear at the festival. And that is because both of them are coats that you can turn into bags. Look here at the first one from Chenille. I think that's how you pronounce this brand. I love this coat to bag idea. Next one is actually from a festival brand called That New Label. So look at this coat. It's like glitter, sequins, faux fur, super fun. Once it's transformed into a bag, I would never guess. First of all, that it was a coat, and secondly, that the coat looked like that. It's like the ultimate festival coat. It's so clever. I really do want to make something like this at some point. But if you do like the exact style that she's wearing, I would highly recommend you to go and check her brand out and support a small business owner. Do you have a lot of festival bands laying around that you do not really know what to do with, but you just cannot bear yourself getting rid of? I have a solution for you. Look at this vest made of festival wristbands. It's made by the DJ Chu, I think his name is, and he wore it at the stage at EDC apparently. I think this is so fun. Of course, as a DJ, he goes to a lot of festivals and accumulates a lot of wristbands. I have nowhere near 1,000 wristbands, but if you can come up with any other ideas on what to do with your festival wristbands, let us all know in a comment down below. So the next one, a friend of mine shared with me, and I'm absolutely in love with it. It's a cropped puffer jacket filled with fabric scraps. It's so clever, it's so cute. I want to make one of these at some point in my life. I am imagining collecting like really pretty colored scraps and then put them inside a jacket like this or a bag. I don't know. What would you make using this technique? So one account I've been enjoying a lot on Instagram, maybe the past half a year or so, is Kelly Dempsey. She makes a lot of really fun upcycles. You really should check her out if you're into upcycling. And I really wanted to include her curtain pants for this video. Basically, she upcycled some curtains. And she did something that I would never think about doing, and that is to keep the eyelets in the curtain and use them as a detail at the bottom of the pants. When I saw this, I was like, oh, this is so brilliant. And why have I never, ever considered using the eyelets in the curtains? I have always wanted to remove them and use the rest of the material. This is one of the reasons why I love the upcycling community so much. I'm getting so many fun ideas. Kelly also makes a lot of really fun upcycled bags, like this fanny pack here, made of an old belt and some funky quirky fabric. Or this one here, made of a fuzzy scarf that I think is a tiger print. And then it's combined with thrifted belt that has that faux snake skin look. So yeah, go and check Kelly out. I think a lot of stuff she does are perfect upcycles for festivals. The next one I'm gonna show you, I actually just found preparing for this video. It's an upcycle of this old, beautiful Chenille bedspread. But it seems like it had some damage, and therefore she had to strategically place the pattern pieces to avoid using the broken areas. And she did some great pattern placement by placing the peacocks at the back, which was such a beautiful touch. And like she says herself in the video, this is the perfect Coachella outfit. So if you're going to Coachella, maybe consider upcycling a bedspread. I really hope you found some fun festival upcycle ideas. And let me know in a comment down below which one was your favorite. If you want to check out more upcycle ideas, I do have a video for you where I'm sharing some super simple DIYs that will help you upgrade your look for festival season. And until next time, bye!